Today I'm going to tell you about a skill I want to learn. In the first part of the video, you'll hear the whole story. Then, in the second part, I'll provide explanation for 10 interesting words and phrases from the story, and review how they have actually been used in the writing. Hope you find it useful, and maybe learn something new from this video. Okay, now let's begin. Part 1. A skill I want to learn, the art of cooking. If there's one skill I've always wanted to master, it's cooking. Not just any kind of cooking. I'm talking about the ability to whip up delicious meals from scratch, with creativity and confidence, turning simple ingredients into something extraordinary. The kind of cooking that transforms an ordinary evening into a sensory experience, with the aromas filling the kitchen and the satisfaction of creating something with your own hands. Cooking in many ways feels like an art form. It combines creativity, technical skill, and intuition. For me, it's more than just following a recipe. It's about connecting with food in a way that brings people together and nourishes both the body and the soul. Yet, despite my admiration for it, cooking remains a skill that has long eluded me. You may ask, why cooking? There's something inherently universal about cooking. Almost everyone can relate to the idea of sitting down for a meal, whether it's a family dinner, a holiday gathering, or a quick snack between activities. Food is central to our lives. It's part of our culture, our celebrations, and our daily routines. Learning to cook, in my mind, isn't just about feeding myself. It's about being able to participate in a tradition that connects us to others and to our heritage. The idea of cooking has always appealed to me because it combines two things I enjoy: creativity and problem solving. You can take a set of basic ingredients and turn them into countless different dishes, each with its own flavor and texture. A simple tomato, for example, can be roasted, pureed, sautéed, or eaten fresh each preparation, creating a new experience. The possibilities seem endless, and the more I think about it, the more I realize how fascinating the art of cooking truly is. But beyond the creative aspect, there's also a practical side to it. Let's face it, being able to cook is a life skill that can save you money, improve your health, and give you more control over what you eat. In a world where processed food and takeout often dominate our diets, knowing how to prepare fresh homemade meals feels empowering. It's about being able to nourish yourself and others with good food, made with care and attention. As much as I admire cooking, I have to admit I'm not very good at it. My current relationship with cooking is more of a survival tactic than an art form. I can make basic meals pasta with store-bought sauce, a simple stir-fry or scrambled eggs. But when it comes to more complex dishes, I tend to shy away. Recipes with long ingredient lists intimidate me, and I often find myself sticking to the same easy meals out of convenience. Part of the reason I haven't fully embraced cooking yet is the time and effort it requires. After a long day, it's much easier to grab something quick or rely on familiar dishes. But deep down, I know I'm missing out. I see friends and family members who can cook effortlessly, bringing plates of beautifully prepared food to the table, and I wonder what it would feel like to have that level of skill. Another obstacle is the overwhelming amount of information out there. The internet is filled with endless recipes, cooking tutorials, and techniques, but as a beginner, it's hard to know where to start. Do I begin with learning basic knife skills, or should I focus on mastering a handful of dishes? Should I dive into a specific cuisine like Italian or Thai, or try a little bit of everything? The options are exciting but also daunting, and that sometimes holds me back from taking the plunge. Despite these challenges, I'm convinced that learning to cook is a skill worth pursuing. For one, cooking is a form of self-sufficiency. In today's world, where so many of us rely on pre-packaged meals or restaurants, being able to cook for yourself feels like a step toward independence. It gives you control over what goes into your body, allowing you to make healthier, more mindful choices. You can experiment with ingredients, avoid additives, and cater to your own preferences, all of which contribute to a healthier lifestyle. Cooking also fosters a deeper appreciation for food. When you prepare a meal from scratch, you become more aware of where your food comes from and the effort it takes to turn raw ingredients into a meal. This connection to food not only enhances your enjoyment of eating, but it also encourages mindful consumption, reducing food waste and promoting sustainability. Moreover, cooking is an incredibly social skill. Food brings people together in a way that few other things can. Whether it's hosting a dinner party, preparing a meal for your family, or simply cooking with friends, the act of sharing food builds relationships and creates memories. I've always admired those who can invite people over and cook a meal with ease, creating an atmosphere of warmth and hospitality. To me, cooking feels like a gift you can give to others, and that's something I want to be able to offer. So how do I plan to go from a kitchen novice to a confident cook? The first step, I think, is to start small. Instead of overwhelming myself with complicated recipes, I want to focus on mastering the basics. Simple dishes like roasted vegetables, a hearty soup, or a well-seasoned chicken can be the foundation of my learning process. Once I'm comfortable with the fundamentals, I can branch out into more complex recipes and experiment with different cuisines. I also want to approach cooking with a sense of curiosity rather than treating it like a chore. I've realized that a big part of learning any new skill is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Cooking disasters are inevitable, but they're also an opportunity to learn and improve. I plan to embrace those moments, knowing that each failed dish is bringing me one step closer to becoming a better cook. Additionally, I want to take advantage of the wealth of resources available. From online cooking classes to YouTube tutorials and food blogs, there's no shortage of ways to learn. I'm particularly excited about following some beginner-friendly channels that focus on technique, like knife skills, seasoning, and cooking methods, rather than just recipes. Understanding the why behind cooking decisions will, I believe, make me a more adaptable and confident cook in the long run. Learning to cook is a skill I've been wanting to acquire for a long time, and I'm finally ready to take the plunge. It's not just about feeding myself or saving money, although those are important perks, but it's about cultivating a skill that connects me to food, to others, and to a healthier lifestyle. As I embark on this journey, I know there will be challenges and setbacks, but I'm excited about the possibilities. The art of cooking is something I've admired for years, and now I'm ready to step into the kitchen and make it a reality. And who knows? Maybe one day I'll be the one hosting dinner parties, serving up delicious homemade meals with confidence and pride. Part 2. Now let's look at 10 interesting words and phrases and how they are used in the story. Number 1, admire, meaning to respect or look up to someone or something for their qualities or achievements. Example: I've always admired those who can invite people over and cook a meal with ease. Number 2, self-sufficiency, meaning the ability to rely on oneself, not needing help from others to accomplish something. Example, for one, cooking is a form of self-sufficiency. Number 3, intimidate. Meaning, to make someone feel fearful or nervous, often by the appearance of difficulty or challenge. Example, recipes with long ingredient lists intimidate me, and I often find myself sticking to the same easy meals out of convenience. Number 4, curiosity. Meaning, a strong desire to learn or know more about something. Example, I also want to approach cooking with a sense of curiosity, rather than treating it like a chore. Number 5, inevitable. Meaning certain to happen, unavoidable. Example, cooking disasters are inevitable, but they're also an opportunity to learn and improve. Number 6, foundation. Meaning, the basic or underlying part of something that supports everything else, a starting point. Example, simple dishes like roasted vegetables, a hearty soup, or a well-seasoned chicken can be the foundation of my learning process. Number 7, embrace. Meaning, to accept or adopt something willingly and enthusiastically. Example, I plan to embrace those moments knowing that each failed dish is bringing me one step closer to becoming a better cook. Number 8, take the plunge. Meaning to make a decision to do something that is difficult or risky, often after some hesitation. Example, learning to cook is a skill I've been wanting to acquire for a long time, and I'm finally ready to take the plunge. Number 9, a wealth of resources. Meaning, a large or abundant amount of useful tools, information, or materials available. Example, additionally, I want to take advantage of the wealth of resources available. Number 10, from scratch. Meaning, to start something from the very beginning, using basic ingredients or resources. Example, it's about being able to nourish yourself and others with good food, made from scratch with care and attention. Great work today, well done. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.